Welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, and most importantly, tell a friend. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs.
Yep, just like every other small YouTuber.
Yep. Okay, so today we are talking about an old friend, The Real Housewives of New York City. It's season 13, episode 1, Back in the Big Apple. Jamal, let me know your thoughts on the episode
I thought it was
overall.
a very good episode overall,
Mm-hmm.
but I have to be honest. I'm leery going into this season merely because they're short cast. In my opinion, I will always believe in the seven wives to friend formula because that seems to be the one that works the best.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because with seven wives, you have enough content to where you can rotate the wives easily versus like you focusing on the same five women, which can get kind of boring if you don't have enough content. I know, but
Mm-hmm.
I know we're supposed to get Bershawn Shaw later on in the season, but she's just a friend. You're still undercast,
Do,
for the formula to work.
do you think that because of all that we went through last year with the panorama, and I guess they didn't get to start filming until October, they really couldn't find anyone else to fill
Well,
in?
well, that kind of doesn't really make sense because you knew you were losing Tinsley and Dorinda, so you had plenty
Mhm.
of time to cast.
Yeah. Hey, Marcy. Hey, Susan. Hey, Trey. Ooh, I like that name, Trey. The Zoners.
I like that.
Yeah.
So that's my only thing. So casting is that casting they were lazy. You
Hmm.
found like two like good women, but you're still undercast. And we've seen like Orange County is just boring anyway. Let's just be honest. But when they were at five, that was tragedy. Five just does not work. Look at Atlanta, only five, tragic.
Yeah.
Five does not work. You just don't have enough women to fill out a good season. Like look at the glory years of New York. The glory years started when they expanded when they first added Sonia, which gave them six. And then
Hmm.
down the road they added like Aviva and all them. It was around seven or eight, and those were the best seasons. Like
No,
by
that's
far,
true.
it's not close. It's not close. So
Hmm.
Bravo has the formula. It's just they need to be consistent in sticking to that.
True. True. Okay, so we get a brief catch up on all the ladies and what they're doing. I guess Leah got a nose job, right? I don't know why I thought she got more than a nose job, but okay. Um, Sonia is looking for stuff. Luann thinks masks are a fashion faux pas. Ramona is flirting with Mario. Yeah. What do you think about Leah? Leah got a better apartment. So she has a 2 bedroom, 2 bath now. She is converting to Judaism, I think Orthodox. I don't know how well that's going to work with her.
Yeah, I was just like when I heard her, I'm like, what? Huh? Like
Yeah.
what? And I don't. Here's the thing, and people may not like this, but that's completely fine. You can disagree. The way it came across to me is that she was converting to Judaism as a challenge. I'm like, well,
She
no,
said that. She
I did
said
not
that.
like that. I did
Yeah.
not like that. I'm like, no, that's not why you do it. You do it because you believe in the teachings and you can relate, and you feel some sort of spiritual connection to a religion. You just don't do it because it's a challenge.
You know what it came off to me like? She was bored during the panorama and she saw a leaflet and she said, "Oh, let me go and explore this." As if it was, I don't know, something as frivolous as a takeout menu. I get we tried new things, but with regards to religion, I think that needs a lot of soul searching and that you have to be serious about it and you have to be a good fit maybe deep down inside she is a good fit, but uh, I just don't see her being orthodox.
No, and to me, it's out of nowhere. It just doesn't
Yeah.
seem to fit. It just popped up out of nowhere. I think it's a bad look. If this is something you really want to do, great. But you don't put it out to the world the way you put it out is completely irresponsible and completely disrespectful to a whole religion and people. Like because through history, if you looked at what the people of that religion have gone through, you would not say what you just said.
I didn't
And
know she had questions on her previous religion. I didn't realize that her father, I guess she was like her father a Christian. I didn't know she was finding that lacking, that she needed to find another religion that would make her seem more complete. I had no idea.
I mean, going from Catholicism to Judaism is like, okay, that's an interesting leap.
Yeah. Well, let's say hi to everybody in the chat. Do you wanna do it? I think I did it last time.
Let's see who we have. Give me one moment. My apologies. Hi, Montana. Hey, Susan. Hey, Trey. And then we have Nisei. Nisei just snuck in. Hey, Nisei.
Yay!
Welcome.
Hi. Okay, so all right, so that bothered you as well. Okay, I thought I was just being persnickety, but okay, I
No,
feel
it's
better.
no, it's because it was the way she presented it was just not good.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so we see Ramona like walking the dog or whatever, and we find out that Luann moved back to the Upper East Side.
Mm-hmm.
She's got an apartment and she sold the house upstate. I don't know why she bought that house upstate, but she sold it. And Luann and Ramona have grown closer together for now.
They're neighbors until the first fight. They're becoming closer and they're enjoying each other's company until the first fight.
I don't know how comfortable Luann should be with Ramona in her corner. Just saying.
It won't last long. She knows that.
But they immediately jump in on Sonia, saying that they haven't heard from Sonia. And I think it was Luann who mentioned she saw Sonia's daughter. And I thought, I I don't know if her daughter would say this, but Luann
Right.
claims that the daughter says that my mom doesn't have time for me.
I just don't see any child saying that about their mother to someone. I just don't see that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Sonia has had a concerted effort to keep her daughter off of this show
Oh
for
yeah,
yeah.
like
So I thought that was kind of classless for someone as classy as Luann to do.
yeah, I would never do that. Mm-mm.
Hmm. Let's see. Oh, do you believe that Luann got that whole apartment? And while she was waiting for the movers, then she realized that she could see her ex-husband's terrace from her living room windows.
No, you know what you know what neighborhood your ex husband lives in. Come on now, you probably know exactly.
Of course.
You got the exact address. Quit playing those type of games.
She said that the Upper East Side was her old stomping grounds when she had her former townhouse there. Of course. Of course. She's such a liar. Stop it, Luann.
No, that was bad. I'm like, you lie.
Well, the good thing is that both Leah and Luann quit drinking again during the panorama. So they've been dry for several months, which is yay. Very excited about that. So next we see Leah in the park and she meets the latest cast member to this show, Ebony. And they recently met through mutual friends.
Oh, Montana has some good questions.
Yeah.
She says, I'm worried about Sonia depression. Um, I want to see what happens with Sonya because she has gone through a lot. But I
Mhm.
have a feeling she's done some reevaluating of her life. I think
Mm.
she's trying to figure out how she needs to move forward, and how she can move forward making money. So I can see her being under a lot of stress. And then I love they show Montana also said they show Luann on his balcony. So yeah, we
Yeah.
so we knew so we knew she was lying.
I mean, if someone like Ramona knew right off the bat that that was her ex's balcony, I'm sure Luann knew that it was his balcony too.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, so we see Leah meeting up with Ebony, and Ebony seems kind of cool. Leah says that Ebony's very good at dating rich men. Nice.
Go Ebony, good job.
That's right. She's a lawyer, she's a AKA, she's a broadcaster. Um, and then we hear that Leah is still involved with Pita Chip. I do not want to hear any more about Pita Chip or whatever his nickname is. I'm sorry. I'm not interested.
Don't care.
Yeah. And then they talk about poop.
They are
But
hilarious.
but I love Ebony. She goes, "You fed me. I'm gonna take a poop."
Right. You'll deal with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
And
I'm
it
loving Ebony though
yeah. Yeah.
because oh go ahead. You're probably gonna get to that part.
No, no, I was done with that segment.
Because I was gonna go to like when she was talking with her friend Natalie. We see like her friend comes
That
to her
yeah,
apartment.
that's
So
later on, yeah.
her friend Natalie comes to her apartment. This and that. They talk and then like she just laid it all out. She thought she was gonna go to the bank a couple years ago to get her a nice little townhouse. She's like, I didn't check my good FICO score. It wasn't that great due to choices she's made because she bet on herself, which a lot of
Mhm.
people do. And she
Mhm.
said if they were bad mistakes, she wouldn't make them again. And she when she said people were knocking at her door, talking, where's your Series 300? And she was driving all around trying to
But they
hide.
found it.
They
They
found
found it.
it. I thought that was great because that's just real and honest. Like
Mhm.
she owns her repossession.
Yeah.
While other reality TV stars on the front, I'm like, oh, that didn't happen. It wasn't repossessed. She's just a straight. I made these choices, and I will never make them again.
Yeah. And she spent a few years trying to repair that FICO,
Hmm.
that credit score, and now she's bought a one-bedroom apartment,
Which is
which is
great.
better than the rest of the ladies who are renting. Well, they own
One,
their homes in the Hamptons,
mm-hmm.
but they're renting in the city.
Are they all renting?
Yeah, well, I know Luann probably is. Leah probably is. I know that Ramona used to own her apartment, but she sold that apartment. I'm not sure if she bought or if she's renting. And Dorinda, she owned an apartment,
Well,
but
no.
that first apartment she didn't own,
The
that she
very first,
put
the very
the very first one. And she
maybe she
she
owned
did
that
the
one.
renovation. The only reason why I'm saying that she owns it was because remember she was doing renovations on it. Who does that to a rental?
I thought you talking about this last one, like, because
No, that was
that's
a
for
barter
a
deal.
deal. That's a barter
Yeah,
deal.
that was a barter deal to live for free and get promotion on the show every week, showing the outside of the building. But yeah, I think she owned that first apartment that she was in.
That makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. So good for Ebony.
Hmm.
Seriously. You know, sometimes look, I know that she said that she invested in herself, but part of yourself is your credit score.
Hmm.
That's all I'm saying. If you cannot get a credit card, if you cannot get a loan, that is a major problem, and that is representation of you. Yes, you're investing in yourself because you believe in yourself, but you still got to pay your bills. You have to pay your bills.
But you
And
could
if
tell
you,
she was younger. She was pretty
Mhm,
young minded back then, and she learned real quick. Like I can't do that again.
mhm. Hey, Gatatua, we love Ebony as well. She's super cool, and I think she's a welcome addition, a long overdue addition to this franchise. Yes, she's on the young side. Um, but I also think that she has a wealth of knowledge and experience in which she can share with the rest of the crew.
She's gonna fit in quite well and navigate, but you can already tell that she's not playing no games with these people. She's
Mm-hmm,
not with these
mm-hmm,
ladies. I should say she's not playing with them. You can just see by the
mm-hmm.
personality. You could just tell. Like, if we're being honest, to me, she was the star of this first episode.
I'll give you
Everyone,
that.
everyone else seemed to kind of fade a little bit because
Mm-hmm,
they were talking about little trivial things that they always do, but she was like educating them on Sag Harbor, like how that was like the first place in New York where black folks can actually own waterfront property back in this is back in the 40s. So that's why I held a special place for her, and they didn't know that. You know,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
she's not gonna pull any punches. You can just already tell by her attitude and from the look she's already given them that
mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm not gonna do this with you.
Yeah. Okay, so we see Sonia's planning a brunch for all the ladies to get together. She's back at Grey Gardens, the townhouse.
Mhm.
And I think part of like you could still see stress on Sonia.
Mhm.
And she has a lot. She has her daughter away at school. Um, Everything fell apart with the clothing line in Century 21 going out of
Mhm.
business. Um, then I think I think everything from last season also piled on top of her at the same time. And like she said, every time she takes like two steps forward, one backwards. And so
Mhm.
she had to move out of the apartment that she was renting. So I think she sublet her apartment because she was still on the hook for the lease and then came back to the townhouse. Everything she owns is in storage and she's just waiting for somebody to come and buy that place and she will reduce the price. I think she has finally let go of the past and that's why she's so
Mhm.
desperate to get rid of the townhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's finally there. So yeah, she's got another assistant that she's
Yeah.
teaching how to
Uh,
run her bath.
I love it. I love it. Another intern.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So yeah, so it's the day of the brunch. Let's see what got to. I hope she continues sharing her wealth of knowledge and not get into the mud with the rest of them. I hope so too. I hope so too, Gatatua. I think as a lawyer, I think she has the capacity to not let these women drag her down. I think she's a really smart cookie.
I
Um,
mean, she might throw them into the mud, but I don't think she'll actually get in with them.
Well, they'll fall into their own pits all on their own. I In the clip showing, previews for the rest of the season, I completely agree with her. I think she is the smartest woman out of all of them there. Not just book smart, but street smart as well.
Montana makes a good point. Sonya has no stability right now. No
Hmm.
stability, no peace. No, I completely agree. I mean,
Yep.
that's a very good way to put it. Like an excellent way to put it, actually.
Hmm. Very true, very true. So the first ones to arrive are Leah and Ebony, and this is Leah's first time to the townhouse, isn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah. So they come in, they go out in the in the gardens, and they find Sonia cleaning out her little koi pond and washing down the bricks. And Ebony is like, "Are you for real? Welcome to Grey Gardens."
Mhm.
I didn't realize how much I missed this place until we went there again.
It's a
I'm
great place. It's just the upkeep is just too much for her.
Yeah, yeah, I'm going to miss that townhouse probably as much as Sonia will. I've never been in it, but that townhouse has kind of symbolized the former lives of all of these women, like Countess Luann, um, you know, um, 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 Sonia, like these women who married extreme wealth and privilege.
Mhm.
An Upper East Side townhouse was the epitome. Like you were it. You
Mhm.
were it. So yeah, I will miss that. I will miss that. Let's see. So yeah, they have a nice little chat out on the in the garden. I thought it was really cute. She got a chef to come in
Mhm.
and the food looked good. I
Yep.
didn't see many people eating, but I know I like Ebony because Ebony is like, don't come between me and my food. I I eat. So I'm not sure how I don't think these women eat much either, but more for Ebony.
Well, they do in certain situations. Remember when a couple years ago when they went to the pizza place? That pizza looked so good they ate then. That's where we got clip.
Cliff, that's true.
Yeah,
That's
that paid.
true. But
Mhm.
I got distracted by Dorinda with that nonsense because that was just a yet another useless argument with a couple of cute little taglines.
It was
Wait,
hilarious though.
did you listen to their opening taglines? I don't remember
Yeah,
listening to them. Did you like them?
I'll rewrite. I'll probably wind up rewriting them and putting them like on the video.
Okay. All right. You let us
I've been.
know
I think I've been rewriting them since what season 9 when they were complete trash,
then.
and I put them on. I put them on Instagram, and it was funny because yeah, Bethany was on that show. Bethany was on
Mhm.
there, and then so I just rewrote them and posted them under I think it was Bravos. I think it was the opening clip when they first came out and I rewrote them. And Ramona actually replied back and saying these are great.
Oh my
I
goodness.
was completely shocked.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Montana, did the pajama clothing thing start with the pandemic? I look at it and think when you're gonna get dressed, girl. Yeah, I think everybody,
Mhm.
yeah, last year we just all gave up, kind of. Hi Kiki. Okay, so where are we? We're at
Sonia's
we're the garden.
Grant.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So I think that was the perfect welcome for Ebony to Sonia. I it
Mhm.
just
I agree.
describes Sonia in a nutshell more than any words could ever say.
And Sonia, they all look great too. That was like I'm like quarantine didn't hurt y'all.
Mhm. Um This is where Sonia starts talking about her losing the deal with Century 21. And Ebony asks her, like, what percentage owner is she? And she says she's 54%. And Ebony advises her, you need to go and see your books.
Yeah,
So
always.
she's giving out free, legal advice already. And, remember we saw those scenes where they were just showing her paper and da da da
Mhm.
da. I don't think she was actually seeing the books.
No, because your books, like, because your books are very expensive. Like, I mean, when you want to see the books, whoever's keeping them, it really should be in a binder, and it's a
Mhm,
detailed. It's literally an itemized balance sheet.
mhm.
So those pieces of paper, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. I'm like, that's not the books. Like showing like you lost 5,000, okay, but it's not showing you where you lost the money.
Mhm.
That's the thing. So she's not seeing the books. That's why Bethany was trying to tell her like this is not right. Like even she's like, I'm not even in this market, but I know business and doesn't sound right. So she was
Yeah.
trying to tell Sonia then that she needs to be more hands on and involved. Because like if you as the owner, especially as a majority owner,
Mhm.
you really should be getting updates weekly, if not daily, about the finances. So the fact that she's so far removed tells me a lot.
Mhm. They like she's easy pickings, honestly.
Mhm.
Okay, and this is where we also get to learn about Ebony. And she speaks about her ex-fiance. who was like the owner of some sports team. He had 3 grown children that were like had children of their own. And she said when the panorama came around, it really brought to the surface a lot of the problems that they were having, and she went from planning a wedding to breaking up.
Mhm. Exactly.
Mhm.
She said the paramount made them tell the truth. I'm like, well,
Mhm.
oh
Mhm.
my god, I get it. I
Yep.
get it.
So then we see Ramona and Luann come. They arrive. And Luann says that she knows Ebony socially, but not well, and it's something similar to what Ebony said, that she's interacted with Luann on the social circuit, charitable circles, I think,
Mhm.
but she only knows of her from that, like they're not friends. So we find out that Luann is seeing a trainer from South Africa that's 6'6". Good.
Mhm.
She met him on a dating app.
That's so cool.
Ebony also has a new boyfriend, so she didn't let a broken engagement stop her. I wonder who kept the ring. Just checking.
Right.
Um, and then Leah says that Ramona has been seeing Harry Dubin. Why does he come up
Season.
every season? Ew. Like
Mhm.
all of them have had a bit of Harry.
Everybody.
Gross. But Sonia then chimes in because Sonia says these little gems, and she says
Mhm.
she wants to know why everyone starts off in in her life and winds up in Ramona's bed.
Yep. Kiki. It's from what we understand, it's the first one.
Wait, do I have Ebony's fiance and boyfriend mixed up?
So Ebony was with her fiance for 4 years. Then what happened was when the panorama came around, he chose to quarantine with his 4 semi-adult children rather than quarantine with her.
But he's not the team owner. It's the new boyfriend that's the team owner.
I want to say that's the new boyfriend.
Okay, all right. Sorry about that, y'all.
But
We
Kiki,
have too much
We
information.
have to remember, like, he used to be Harry was married to Aviva,
Yes.
so Harry's playing around.
Hi, Farmata. You know what Harry is? Harry's one of those old school men that just loves women. He should never get married. He should never
Never.
have children. He should just be the consummate bachelor, loving them and leaving them and rotating in and out the various women in his life.
Hmm.
That's how I see Harry. He's harmless as because I feel like he goes into all these little dalliances with with clear intentions that you're not my forever.
Right. There's no secrets there.
Right. I'm just banging you at the bathroom of the Regency Hotel.
But he's fun. But he seems like a good friend. Like he's like that good friends with benefits.
Well, you know what? And
And the
he's a
lady.
good husband too, because Aviva never had a bad thing to say about him. And I think she had kids with him too. Did she?
I don't think so.
But she didn't have a bad thing to say about. I think she
No.
understood who
Who
Harry
he
was
was.
at his core, and she
Yes.
accepted it.
I think all the ladies did though. I think all the ladies know who Harry Dubin is, what he's
Mhm.
about. He's a good time. He's a fun time. But
Mhm.
that's all he'll ever be. Because he's like Peter Pan. He's not gonna grow up.
Harry's one of those guys that you get under to get over your last serious relationship. Like he's the rebound guy, in and out,
Yeah.
literally.
But he's cool. But he's cool though, because he seems like a nice person.
Mhm.
Like and all these ladies wouldn't be on him if he weren't a good guy deep down.
Mhm.
Because he and Sonia are probably still very good friends. Like
Oh yeah, because she
Sonia,
seems
they were
very
good friends.
possessive of him.
They were very good friends.
Mhm. Okay, so but did Ramona kind of deny it?
She tried. I wish she wouldn't do that. That's what kind of annoys me with Ramona. Like, you know what? If you want to go out there and pussy pop, you're 60 years old. You could pop it wherever you want to pop it. You are single.
64. Let's own it. 64.
Mm, 64 and looking good. So what? I mean, the ma'am, enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. So the ladies go inside, but Luann asks Leah to hold back a little bit. And she says that, she stopped drinking, but I think she's like feeling out whether Leah is drinking or not, because she doesn't want, a coach.
Hmm.
She just wants somebody to be there with her in the non-drinking zone, because these ladies can get a wee bit messy.
Right?
And so Leah confirms, yeah, I haven't drank, for most of the year. And it was just a choice, decided not to. And I'm there with you. I'm not drinking either. But the big difference is that we've seen that Leah can stop drinking
Hmm.
effectively.
Yes.
I think Luann is having problems, because remember, I think it was Ramona, she said it too, that there were a couple times over the summer that she didn't even know how she got home. Hello?
Right. I think with Luann is like she had like, how can I put this? Stress seems to trigger her drinking.
Mm-hmm.
From what I'm gathering, so that's a lot. So for me, because overall I like Luann.
Mm-hmm.
I think the one thing she hasn't done, and I could be wrong, she hasn't gone to therapy. I haven't seen her go to a
Mm.
therapy session because based on what we see, like anytime she's stressed or feels anxious, she wants to drink. And I think if she went to a therapist to talk about it, to get it out and get help, I think it would help her like not drink as much. Like me personally, I only drink socially. Like I don't really drink at home. If I'm out with friends, we're playing cards or we're out, I drink. But outside of that, I don't.
I drink at home.
Some people do.
I drink at home. But
I
here's the
know.
thing. I was in an industry where,
Hmm.
we drank while we
Yes,
were working. If you're entertaining clients,
you drink.
you're drinking.
Hmm.
Um, you work at an all inclusive, the bar is open at 11 a.m. You might nip by for a drink if it's been a stressful day. All those little things. I don't know. I'm not saying that I have a problem. But I do like a glass of wine at night with dinner.
But there's a difference though. Luann was just throwing them back, like
Yeah.
you could see like she's probably when I say drinking, I mean
Hmm.
excessive drinking. Like
Yeah.
we're not talking about a glass or two of wine with dinner. We're talking about a bottle or two throughout the night. There's a
Yeah.
big difference.
Yeah. If you don't know how you got home in New York City, like that's very troublesome for me. And that's coming from
Yeah.
someone who used to live, not in the city, but in Brooklyn. Like, no. If there's ever a place that you need to keep your wits about you, it's New York.
Hmm.
Sorry. Um,
Yeah, that's a couple of things. So Luann, like
yeah.
okay, Susan said, I guess Joe did not help. She feels she got away with it, and she did nothing really wrong. I think that's where that comes from. Then Montana
Mhm.
says Luann struggled and only went to meeting when courts required it. Exactly. That's why I said she needs to go.
Mhm.
Partially needs to go to therapy. That's just my opinion.
Mhm.
And then Kiki says have a glass of wine. Luann was having martinis and black. That exactly.
Yeah. Well, I think, yeah, she's a vodka girl, wasn't she? Remember when she was planning what her first drink was going to be last season? I think she's a vodka girl. So again, bad decisions. But I don't think she is capable of drinking socially at all.
No.
I think I agree with you. I think she needs therapy because it probably is stress induced. Um, Last year was stressful for all of us. Um, and especially for people like Luann who are trying to overcome a struggle. And I don't think she quite understands this will be a struggle for the rest of her life.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, I don't think she has done the proper therapy for it. And I got an overall feeling like she was the victim in all of this, you know?
Right.
It wasn't her fault.
To
Like,
her,
that police officer shouldn't have questioned her.
the way she's looking at it is that, oh, it's just a few drinks. I just had a few too many drinks. And it's like, well, yes, Luann, you've had a few too many drinks a few too many times. That's the problem.
Mhm, mhm.
She's honestly thinking like, oh, I can control this, which is
Yeah.
I don't think that's the right way to go about it. In my opinion, I think she should look at it more. I need to manage this.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, she's Montana said it. Luann is a true alcoholic, can't touch herself. I have, in my opinion, I have to agree with you on that one. Like, she cannot hold alcohol. She can't handle it.
Mhm.
I mean, I think with her, if she's actually going to make progress, she needs to go to therapy and then ease off the hard alcohol. I mean, she needs to start with strawberry daiquiris and work her way through.
But
Or
here's the thing, I don't think she can do anything. And even fooling herself by going and buying the fake, um, uh,
rose.
yeah, I don't like, girl,
Yeah.
lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause you're just deluding yourself with that fake sparkling wine or whatever, and that makes it really easy for you to slip in a real one in between.
Right, because she's gonna get
Sorry.
mad at that. She's gonna get mad at that fake rose eventually.
Mhm.
Because one time she's like, okay, I have this managed. Now I get to have a little bit of the real stuff, and then it's gonna be
Mhm.
downhill.
Yeah. Um, she asks Leah to watch her to keep her see, I'm not comfortable with this as well because,
No,
shouldn't you be like, isn't she still going to AA? Shouldn't she have a coach there or whatever they call
she's.
them?
I don't think she's going,
And
and that's just my truth. That's just truth.
I think that's too much pressure for Leah because Leah's your friend. You're not gonna wanna hear it from your friend when your friend
Nope.
is telling you to put that down, whereas you will hear it from the coach at AA.
Right. You're more accepting of it.
Mhm, mhm.
Rounds has a good point. Hi, Debbie and Jamal and Trey. Anytime an addict says they can control their intake, is yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi,
I mean, I've
Round.
I've cut people off before. I'll be like, yeah, no. I'm like, you're cut off. You're a mess right now. Like, you can't tell me. I'm like, I just did. I'm like, and I told the bartender he's cut off. No, 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 no.
I don't know. I've only been in that situation once with a friend, and we were in Vegas, and we were at in the casino, and of course, all of the drinks are coming around. Um, I could not cut them off. They were belligerent, they were loud. So what I did was take all of their winnings and put it in my purse
Hmm.
and left them with their key and $20 so that they could get back to our hotel. And I left them. And the next morning, I went to their room. They made it back home, but apparently, they caused a scene in front of the hotel that I left them at. They accosted a gondolier at another hotel, and I think police were called, or at least hotel security, but they made it back. They walked back to our hotel, and I think they got there like 2 hours before I arrived at
Hmm.
11 AM, and, they thought they got mugged, and we're forever grateful that I gave them back their money that they had won because they admitted that they probably would have lost all of it, which
Yeah.
they then went back to the casino and lost all of it in 30 minutes.
Right. Blackjack.
The one with the roulette, the wheel with the
Oh,
ball, which you never
yeah.
win at, and it was a combination of that and 21, when we have to get to
Blackjack.
21. Oh,
Blackjack.
that's it? Okay.
That's blackjack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They started off
Yeah.
with the wheelie thing, and then they went to the cards, and within 30 minutes, all of it was
Yeah.
gone.
Oh yeah. Those are the trap games there. That's why you don't play those.
I played a nickel slot.
Yep.
I had $20 allotted per day for 4 days. Yeah, I was good. I won $80.
Right.
I was good. But yeah, my friend, hot mess. Gotta love
Yeah.
him.
You gotta like. Oh, I've taken people's wallets before. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm taking your wallet. Why? You're drinking too much. You can't tell me. I've been in this situation a couple of times. I'm always the sober one, so
Mhm.
everyone else can have fun. They're like, why are you always the sober one? I'm like, here's the problem. The reason why I'm the sober one is because if things go down, I
Mhm.
don't trust none of y'all to speak for me. I want to speak for myself. So
Oh,
I'll
wow.
I take the yeah. I mean, we've had police calls, and I'm like, you know what, officer, look, they're drunk, belligerent. I understand. I apologize. I'll take care of this. We'll be taking a cab shortly. I'm calling them now. Can we not make this a thing? And they're like,
No.
okay. They're like, okay, since you're sober and you seem responsible, we'll let this slide. So got the cab, got them all to one friend's apartment. Everyone stayed the night. I stayed the night just to make sure nothing happened. And they wake up. What are you doing here? I'm like, I'm the one who got you home. They're like, oh, whose apartment we're at? I'm like, well, we're at someone else's apartment. They're like, how did we get here? We took cabs. I arranged everything. And they're like, oh, can you tell us what happened? I'm like, yeah, y'all almost got arrested. Talked to the police. They were very nice. Thank goodness. They understood that you were drunk and belligerent. Yada yada yada. So they let us go with the warning. So we quickly got in the cab and we got back here. They're like, oh man, I don't remember any of that. I'm like, I know you don't.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, got to tour. Unfortunately, I can tear it up. Fully sober. Fully sober. Um,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
but I'm not
Mm-mm.
I'm not involved with no police. That's why I left my friends. I left them because it was not my birthday. I did my part. I took the winnings so that he would have them the next day. And yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm not talking to
Mm.
nobody police. Mm-mm.
Yeah. I have no problem talking to the police. So yeah, they were cool. They looked at me like I was talking very calmly. I was like, play this off, just make them go away. And they let us go. They understood, because where we went happened to be a frequent of bar fights. I
Mm-hmm.
was just like, and they had gotten into a scuffle. I'm like, really? I'm like,
Frequent.
So yeah,
See, no, see, this is why I left. We went to Vegas for this trip, and
yeah,
I'm not getting
yes.
arrested in nobody
It
else's
was a
state.
state.
I don't want to talk to you police. I don't want to talk to
No.
your hotel security. Like, I'm looking at all the cameras and I'm just like, hey, y'all. And them fools, I don't know them. And I'm walking out and I'm getting a cab and I'm going back to my hotel.
What kills me when people get arrested in other countries? Like, are you serious?
No. Yes. Yes, I will tear it up with you, but I will be freaking sober. And I'm not doing anything that's going to cause me to talk to any police when I'm
No,
outside. I don't even want to talk to the police inside my state. Furthermore, outside my state.
I
Mm-mm,
agree with you. No, I agree with you.
mm-mm,
But that's the thing with Luann. Like it's just so baffles me with her is because of everything people done for her. Like, let's
mm-hmm.
go back 2 seasons. Um,
With everything
when
that was she named?
Bethany did
Bethany. Mm-hmm.
like arrange an intervention with no one knowing,
And sent
like
her to rehab.
for free.
Wow. Mm-hmm. And then Dorinda picked up with the when she was going through all the legal stuff. Dorinda was the one that she was
Hmm.
was leaning on, and Barbara. Remember Barbara was in
Barbara was
there?
there and said nothing.
Yep. Yep.
That's why Bethany at the reunion said she's been a better friend to you than anyone knows.
And yet now, does she speak to Barbara? Nope. Do you
Mm-mm.
know that Barbara? I think Barbara's thinking about running for either
For
mayor or
mayor,
governor. Yeah, mayor.
mayor.
Yes, good for
And
her.
my thing with Luann is like, but this just tells you and shows you the entitlement that she has.
Mm-hmm.
And then for you to want a friend to look after you, it's like, no, like when are you gonna take responsibility for yourself?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh my
That's why I
God.
struggle with her because I do like Luann overall. It's just I want her to come to some more adult understanding of her actual situation.
Jamal, would you like to answer this question?
Oh, I mean, no, prepaid needed. Just that's just the way I am as a person. Is I don't trust people to speak for me.
Okay.
I've never been that way because if I do wrong, I want to be able to speak on my own behalf. Because y'all may say like, "Well, it was all his fault." Just to get you, because I okay. Let me back up. I always go into it with the understanding that people will throw you under the bus to save themselves first.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna talk for me.
Yeah. Oh my God. So this was good. What else did we talk about? We saw the spread that the chef did.
Mm,
What was your opinion
fantastic
of the
job,
food? Oh,
fantastic job.
I love little finger food, little nibbles, and it was perfect. Let's see what else. Um, then Luann and Ramona go in on Sonia. I don't like this. And they're asking her why they haven't heard from her for months. And Sonia was just like, I was in the desert.
Right,
Case closed. I was in the desert. What were you doing?
right. She's like, oh yeah, I had things to do. I was by myself.
Yeah. So then they suggest going out to the Hamptons and they invite Ebony. And this is where Ebony like
Hmm.
schools all of them on Sag Harbor. And none of them seem to give a hot flying twat about that.
No.
The privilege is real. Um, and then we see the preview of what's rolling down the pike for the rest of this season. And I'm intrigued. But then again, this is Bravo. I always have to remind myself of this. This is Bravo, and they have very good editors, and they can sucker punch me because I thought this was a great first episode, much like how I did with New Jersey. And Jersey went down the poop chute.
Well, they messed us up with Jersey because they put all the good stuff at the beginning, which we thought was going to be in the middle. So it could only go downhill from there.
Well, let's hope that this does not focus on the relaunch of one of these women's vagina. Because again, I'm thoroughly irritated at Jersey making this the Teresa Giudice vagina show.
Yes, and I don't want to hear anything more about Cabaret from Luann.
If she brings it up one time this season, oh my God. Oh my
I
God.
mean, and Ramona better not be trying to launch True Renewal again. I'm gonna need
Was
that
that her skincare line or was that the
skincare and jewelry.
jewelry?
Oh, it was all under True Renewal.
It was.
Yeah,
Okay. Ugh.
I don't want to hear about that. I want to hear about Sonia like rebuilding. I want to hear about Leah's plan for her business. I want to hear more. We're getting to know Ebony. That's great. Ramona, I'm going to need you not to be chasing Mario around New York. And Luann, I want you to find something to do.
Is it
That's what I
bad of
want.
me to want to see Ramona hobnob with the goober smoochers out in the Hamptons?
No, that'll be entertaining.
Okay. I do enjoy her leaving her own parties to go and social climb with others.
I love it because it's
Quintessential
interesting.
Ramona.
Right. Y'all can't do nothing for me. Let me go over here.
Okay, so they're actually fighting over who Ebony will be staying with. Like who wants to be the She did make a comment that she gives Sonia 2 points for trying to connect with her on some sort of like social
Right. Yeah.
line or
Something.
something. So the only people who have houses out in the Hamptons right now on the cast is Luann and Ramona, right?
Yes.
Okay, so she's gonna split her time between these two dimwits. Let's hope she doesn't get the basement.
I mean, I like the basement that Ramona had though, because if I got to see nobody, yeah, we're good.
Mm-mm. Okay, so guys, that was the Real Housewives of New York City, season 13, episode 1, Back in the Big Apple. What did you guys think? Leave us some comments down in the comments area. Wait, they all look at Ramona like she's bat poop crazy. Yes,
You
they
do.
do. And GTA and opinions. I love Ramona so much, LOL. I'm so torn with Ramona. There's some things that she does that are very like I can't get enough of, like turtle time and all of those stupid little things. And then there are other things that she does that
Mm-hmm.
just grate on my nerves.
It's very polarizing. That's why she makes for great TV.
Yeah, yeah. So leave us some comments below. Let us know what you thought about this. And any other subject that you have, let us know what you think about Luann's struggles. I think that she's backsliding. I would not be surprised if she isn't already drinking and hoping that
Mm-hmm.
Leah can help keep her honest, which I
Right.
think is too much for Leah to be doing. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if she's already had a few drinks and she's
Same.
just restarting the next day.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay, so guys, give us a thumbs up if you
Oh,
like this review.
oh,
What?
got the two. Did you watch the Durban reunion? They got the two. I still haven't figured out how to get Durban because
It's on YouTube. I was watching it today.
it is okay.
We're
And I'll
gonna
have to
talk
watch
after.
it.
We're gonna talk.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So got to tour. I found it on YouTube. I was watching it earlier. All the ladies were in white and gold, and one lady had like feathers, another lady looked like a loofah. Yeah, I was into it. And the host is good too. At least the part that I saw, because I had to turn it off and come to the 2 o'clock show. So yeah, so leave your comments below. Let us know if there are any new shows that you want to watch. Give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and tell a friend. We want to get back to the 400 subscriber mark. I was very devastated when I saw that we lost 2. We only made back 1. But yeah, we want more friends to come and talk to us. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right. And also, if you guys have any stories that you see out there, like reality TV, a little pop culture, it's fine. Put it in the comments because we will be starting TCZ news tomorrow. Like it'll be tomorrow we're doing stories on Josh Duggar, and then also we're also doing stories a story about how Facebook wants to create an Instagram for kids. So if you guys have any stories you see that are interesting, please send them and put them in the comments, and we'll look over them, and then we may actually do them on the show.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Are we doing Mama June tomorrow? Because I have to watch Friday's episode.
I mean, we could do Mama June tomorrow.
Because
So
that's what we
I
did
watched the
last
episode.
week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched the episode. It was good. I got to rewatch it though because I actually watched it on Friday.
I always forget about it on Friday. I don't know why. But yeah, I have to watch it. So yeah, we can do a Mama June tomorrow for sure.
Oh yeah, Mama June. Yeah, perfect. I'm just so
All
happy.
right.
I'm just so happy I'll have to watch Math tonight. That's just it. Just warms my soul.
Yes. Be gone. And at this point, I don't even care about who like stays married and who
Me neither.
goes. They completely lost me in this season. So stupid. Okay, guys. Until next time, Jamal.
Of course.
All right, bye.
Bye.